And welcome to the Keep Fucking Over. That's what happens there all the time. Remember, you're in the white car, not the van. Hence, nearly stalled it. Right, so what is the script today? And we've got a couple of people been at a party. Yeah. And right, so put the video out this morning about Brian Hambly, SNP councillor. Now, my main objection to all this is, and it's an ongoing thing. So we're talking about resurfacing works at Flynn and the chaos that's been caused. So if you land up sort of getting carried away with the whole thing, what you've got to do is sort of rein yourself back and ask yourself, why is there so much chaos? And the reason there's so much chaos is Stirling Council systemically, that word they like to use, systemically do not give a flying shite about commerce and people going about their lawful business. That's why. So it's called a conspiracy theory, but it's not a conspiracy theory. The WEF agenda is the total sort of end of it all, right? We want to get people out of their cars. So it's a combination of incompetence and not giving a shite about drivers. So Stirling Council planned this. This is an interesting story, this, because Brian Hambly is a councillor, an SNP councillor from Bannockburn, and he's managed to put himself for some kind of gain into this argument in Flynn. He's a councillor from Bannockburn. Why is he in Flynn? I don't know. Is that something to do with the roads? Does it cover the whole area? I'm not exactly sure what his role is and why he's in Flynn. Road resurfacing. So he lands up falling out with a van driver, makes accusations that the guy tried to run him over, because so Brian Hambly or the road worker, I'm not sure which, doesn't say in the Daily Record report, one of them put a traffic cone down in front of the van driver, and the van driver proceeded, and he says, to run him over. So under what jurisdiction does a councillor or a road worker have to put a road cone in front of your vehicle? You know, see, I hate this fucking roundabout. That'll be the cunts that designed this roundabout, because they don't like motorists, they don't want people to get on and get where they're going. So anyway, who does he have the jurisdiction to stand around a building site, which is a road replacement, resurfacing of a road, which is a building site? Is he allowed to stand around there without wearing any PPE, grandstanding, trying to be a big shot, and then going away to the police whinging about a van driver that tried to run him over? We're in the wrong fucking lane here, look at this. What the fuck's going on here? Come on! Jesus Christ. So that's essentially the issue. It's quite an interesting story actually, because I've got a turbo, right, so there is a case that he's actually broken the law. There's a case that Brian Hambly broke the law, you know, with the caveat that I wasn't there, and I haven't seen any footage or anything like that. So they've made it impossible for you to, you know, look at that. Just the taxi pulling up parking on the pavement. The taxi. Hey, this shite they're always going on about new fancy little laws and everything. The taxi goes, fuck it, I'll just park on the pavement. It's Stirling Council. So the guy has went down there. I don't know which way it's going to go. I mean, Police Scotland are, I would say, I know they're corrupted, but I don't think they're going to prosecute the van driver, but I don't know. I mean, it is a bit reminiscent of the Just Stop Oil protesters try to stop traffic. You know, I mean, these people, they like that councillor. The power goes to their heads. So the whole thing is a cock up by Stirling Council. Is what I'm alluding to right here. Or that I didn't actually say that when I made the video this morning, because it's like an ongoing thinking process, you know. And it kind of looks like to me that's what's actually happened. Is they have cocked up. What the fuck's wrong with this twat? Fuck's sake, how wide's your fucking car? Jesus Christ. Fucking arsehole on the inside. Fucking car's not wide enough. And it's them that's planned it badly. That's what it seems like to me. So the road was technically closed, right? So it was closed for resurfacing, but there's all these back roads with infill in that you could take. So the idea would be, I suppose, the last thing you want is articulated lorries and buses going through all these back roads. But the reality is, your everyday ordinary people are going to use the back roads to get around. And then this van driver maybe was infill in doing something, and he fell out with this councillor, and so the councillor goes to the police, when in actual fact the police should be after the councillor, because he's grandstanding, trying to make a name for himself. SNP numpty, right? He's trying to make a name for himself, and he's got to face the consequences of doing things. Sometimes it doesn't work in your favour. It might work in his favour, I hope it doesn't. But the broader question is, and the bigger thing is, they are trying to stop us for using cars, but that comes with incompetence from Stirling Council. It could be argued they're just incompetent rather than, but that's the whole. So incompetent councils are being used against us the people. So it's our freedom to travel is that question here. So I hope that makes sense. And fuck, there's not much space here. What a driver. Impressive. Right, we're supposed to be going up to University of Stirling, so I need to find out how we're going to do that.